Good afternoon, Bluegrass fans, and welcome to Watkins, Glen. We are here for the Truck Series this week to kick us off for another great week of racing here for the ButtKicker 88. But you're going to get on board here early, the 81 of Taylor Peacock, as he's setting his qualifying laps. Looks like Robert Richards set the first lap, 1:16.94. We're going to roll around Taylor Peacock. He's about to take the green for his first lap, that is. So, all in all, going to be a great night here of racing. We're expecting to see some hard-fought battles. We know a bunch of drivers coming in here tonight needing some good runs here. It looks like the 48 of Robert Richards coming up through the S's. He is all out of sorts. Looks like he's just playing around, actually. I don't know. He could have been saving that car. Who knows?
Yeah, even though he doesn't have one of those banners, he is one of those playoff drivers, as well as Taylor Peacock. I noticed he did not have a banner on there. He's one of those final 16 drivers as well. So Jason said, if you don't have your banners on it, don't and you get wrecked out, don't expect anything because you don't have the banner on. Nobody's watching out
for me.
Okay, I'll have to restart my my trading paints real quick.
Trading paints,
yeah, I'll restart it real quick.
I see his banner for me. Josh Clemons also does have one as well, so. Looks like Doug Neal just set second fastest lap. Wes Wiggin currently top of the speed charts with a 1:16.02. You can see Clemons now come up through the S's. This is his first lap. Is that 99 machine looking to get a good run here tonight? As he rolls his way down the back straightaway. Here comes Akamai Proctor. Speaking of Akamai, Chris, we know that 9 machine went from Beta Motorsports. He's rolled his way to the High Side Hustlers. He's good. Looks like he just finished his third lap as he's doing burnouts.
Probably sees himself on the stream and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do a burnout real quick."
But yeah, we know that Night of Akamai Proctor picked up by the High Side Hustlers, so he will be joining that team. As you see, Ed Osborne setting the second fastest lap. 1:15.17 is the fastest by that 94 Bobby Hall Jr., who's working his way up the hill. Good looking race truck here tonight for the 94. As Daniel Worthington 1:14.78. I don't know if Chris is seeing some different paints than what I'm seeing, but he's saying he doesn't see Bobby Hall with a playoff banner. I see him with a playoff banner, that 94. Currently sitting in third, 1:14.41 from Josh Clemons, puts him top of the speed chart. Now we're starting to see some fast speeds. Interested to see what Jason Bridges and Mikel Robinson, those drivers, got to say about it. We know Mikel and Jason usually pretty fast here at these kind of tracks. We know Twitty's been putting in some practice. Hopefully Twitty run pretty well here tonight.
Yeah, Travis Twitty helping him set up his triple screens. He definitely needed some help getting that set up. I know how hard it was whenever I got my triple screen set up. So hopefully Twitty will have a little bit better situational awareness now. He definitely got an ultra wide monitor and some really wide monitors on the side. So he definitely can see a lot more than everybody else. So that's going to be interesting to see. Right now, though, Joey Doucette setting his first lap. We'll see if that 16 machine can set a good lap. Also see Jason Bridges out on the track. We'll jump on board with him in just 1 second. I see Janet Bridges in the Facebook chat saying, "Good luck, Jason Bridges." Good to have you, Janet. And then Troy Kettler, good to have you watching there, Troy, on the Facebook chat. And everybody on the YouTube chat, nobody talking just yet. But we'll see if Joey Doucette, looks like this was his out lap. Maybe Jason Bridges coming around into turn. Ooh, where's that? That was the final turn coming down the front straightaway now. So we'll see where he sets himself up. Jason Bridges set himself up into third place. He's jumped up in front of Bobby Hall Jr., who should be coming around right now to set that final lap. Or maybe he was just coming around to cruise it. Yeah, it looks like he was already done. Bobby Hall Jr. might have had a spin out or something like that. Jason Bridges right now currently digging through the uphill part right now. You see him getting ready to go down that front straightaway. He's going to have to get on the brakes really hard here in just 1 second. See that sign, 500, 400, should go to the brakes right there. See him hit that bus stop. New track layout here. They did update the Watkins Glen track layout, so it is now currently caught up with what the real Watkins Glen International is. So going to be really interesting to see how these boys get it done here on this we'll just say freshly paved freshly paved road course. It looks like Jason Bridges might have had a off track there and knew he was going to not be able to make that second lap. Looks like he goes ahead and pulls off. Joey Doucette, though, going to move himself up into that 8th position. One of those playoff contenders, as it looks like CJ Mason right now and Josh Lockwood are going to be currently getting ready to set themselves up for a lap. But as we've got these drivers currently sitting out here going through their qualify, we'll go ahead and get those championship points for you brought up on the screen, so that way you can know where your drivers are sitting. Anybody out there watching, that way you can know where your drivers are sitting and where they're stacking up, which right now, as the screens are, as it's pulled up here on the screen, Doug Neal is your points leader right now. He does have 2 wins on the season, but nipping on those heels are Joey Doucette. So he's only 6 points behind Doug Neal. So Joey Doucette, if he can get a good finish here, and if Doug Neal has a bad finish, Joey Doucette could take over that points lead. Behind him in 3rd place is Robert Richards, CJ Mason in 4th, Ron Morris Jr. 5th, Joshua Clemons 6th, Taylor Peacock 7th, Mikel Robinson 8th, Bobby Hall Jr. 9th, Daniel Worthington 10th, Logan Russell 11th, Jason Bridges 12th, David Brackett in that 13th spot, Scott Madden 14th, Ed Osborne 15th, and Alex Healey is going to be on that bubble in that 16th spot. He has to have a really good finish here tonight. So Alex Healey definitely having to not go off the track or anything like that. And we'll also get your team points pulled up here so you can see where your teams line up. Right now, Team 207 has a really demanding lead over Flex Motorsports. You see almost actually 1,500 points over Flex Motorsports is Team 207. So Flex Motorsports going to have a lot underneath their belt if they're going to have to catch up here to Team 207. Then you see Misfit Sports in 3rd, 1-3 Speed in 4th, High Side Hustlers 5th, and J2R in 6th.
Yes, sir. Well, Chris, it looks like after all that championship talk and everything, we've got some championship drivers having to take the field here, and the rest of our field coming to grid, as it looks like we do have your qualifying grid set. These drivers are about to go racing here in just a moment. We'll let a couple of these drivers get gridded up, and we'll get on board with all your drivers here. All right, as our field is getting gridded up here, we'll go ahead and hop on board here with your leader. 99 of Josh Clemons going to set himself on pole position with that 113 of Daniel Worthington in that 2nd position. We saw Jason Bridges pick up a win at the Circuit of Americas. Wait, no, did he win at COTA? Yeah, he won at COTA. Yeah. He's going to finish or start in that 3rd position. Bobby Hall Jr., he's going to finish or start in that 4th. Goodness gracious. Ed Osborne's going to start here tonight in that 5th position with that 81 machine of Taylor Peacock starting in 6th. It's going to be Wes Wiggin in that 7th spot, Flex Motorsports, with that 8th position going to Joey Doucette. 77 of Doug Neal going to start 9th here with Robert Richards in 10th. The 9 of Akamai Proctor going to make his first start here tonight for that High Side Hustlers team in the 11th position. Logan Russell going to start 12th. With CJ Mason 13th, Josh Lockwood 14th. As our field's starting to get rolling here, Chris, if you want to get through the rest of the grid here.
Yeah, we've got CJ Mason 13th, David Farmer 14th, Josh Lockwood going to be in that 15th position. Got Cody Verrill 16th, David Brackett 17th, Travis 18th, Alex Healey 19th, Ron Morris Jr. in that 20th position. Anthony Stevens 21st, and Mikel Robinson going to be in that it's actually going to be a 21st spot. And I want to say David Farmer did not grid up Not sure if maybe David Farmer had an issue in his rig or something, but he is not currently on the track. So currently, Mikel Robinson will be in that 21st spot. As while we're rolling here through the bus stop, go ahead and get to the Facebook and the YouTube. I see Brett in. I want to say that might be Brett Nilsson. Brett Nilsson said, "Let's go, boys. Good to have you on that YouTube." And then I see Ryland Greer. My boy Ryland. He says, Team 207, baby. So Ryland, good to have you on that Facebook.
As we're going to see more pavement, like I heard Chris talking about earlier. We're going to see some good racing here as through it. The last two turns they come. You're going to see these drivers start to pull it out here onto the front straightaway. We're about to go green flag racing here at Watkins Glen. Get those belt tight, driver. There goes that pace car turning right. It's about to be green, green, green. Watch drivers here to maybe overbrake here to turn one. You could see some action. Already a big dive there from the inside by that 9 of Akamai Proctor to the 77 of Doug Neal.
Looks like everybody's going to get through cleanly. So right now, Josh Clemons got himself out to a little sizable lead. Whoa, 94
around.
Bobby Hill Jr. around.
That's going to stack him up a little bit, but they're all going to get around. He's going to stay clean. We still got a stage break. He's not out of this race. Just got to recover now.
Stage break will be at lap 14. I do see his playoff banner, so I do have everything situated. I don't know what was going on with Trading Paints, but man, Josh Clemons off to a really sizable lead now. He's already got 3 seconds between that 36 of Jason, or 34 of Jason Bridges. Taylor Peacock, you see him falling into that 3rd spot. He's moved his way up 3 positions. So right now, a lot of movement going on this track. As you see a lot of drivers getting shuffled around here early on.
Man, we got to know what happened to Bobby Hill Jr. We saw some contact. Not sure who it got him to do there, what happened. That's going to make him fall all the way back to that 21st position. They're going up the hill there. The 42 of Ed Osborne on his inside.
Looks like he got a little loose.
I don't know. He looked like he just kind of really turned where Ed was, and Ed just put it to him.
It looks like, if you look, it looks like there's just a little bit of a wiggle right there. And you see Ed send him around.
But we're going to stay green here. Obviously, no cautions, local cautions only on these road courses. And you see the 99 Joshko is going to bring it here through the S's. He will lead lap number 1, coming to lap number 2 as he's going to go down the back straightaway. A 4 and 10th, excuse me, I don't know why I'm saying that, of a gap. Jason Bridges, but we know Jason Bridges is a road course ace, man. One of those guys that knows how to get it done here on the rights and lefts. It's going to see a great race here tonight.
Yeah, it looks like
Fanatec 34 Rise High Side Hustlers of Jason Bridges is going to try to roll his way up here to the front. Taylor Peacock still sitting himself in 3rd. Ed Osborne after that early contact on lap 1, he's going to be in 4th. Daniel Worthington going to round out your top 5th, but your top 5. But our big mover here right now, currently at the moment, Ron Morris Jr. 7th positions, and then in 7th place, Akamai Proctor, he's up 4th.
Yeah, right now you see everybody pretty much trying to get it settled out. We know these road courses can really be a big, hectic, crazy thing. What was it? Looks like somebody was around back there. Looks like Doug Neal, actually. As I was saying, man, oh no, Doug Neal, your points leader, going around here. Looks like he might have had an issue. Oh, as you see him around in the bus stop. Let's see if we can rewind it and see what happened with that 77 Simbox machine. Looks like he might have just got into the bus stop a little hot. Coming out of the bus stop. Yeah, you see the rear end getting around on him.
You know how many times I've done that there? Little boot. He's going to, like I said, he's just going to have to recover like Bobby Hall did. Looks like Joey Doucette's in pit road. Cody Verrill is in his stall right now.
Yeah, maybe
there could be some pit strategy.
Already pit strategies. The stage break will be at lap 14. So in 11 laps will be the stage break. Whenever they're, whoa, you see a lot of these drivers trying to get used to this new bus stop. definitely somewhere that you really have to get used to, especially now that they've done the update. A lot of drivers trying to just get figured out where they can hit, what marks they can hit and where they can, do that at. You see Travis Twitty moved himself up 2 positions. He's just going to be pretty much on a cruise line right now. I know he said he just wants to try to get the best that he can done, but we're going to go back on board here with Josh Clemons, who's got about a almost 4-second gap over Jason Bridges right now. As you see, Jason Bridges currently coming out of that last corner. And then right behind him is Taylor Peacock, who's trying to stay on that back bumper. So Josh Clemons definitely looks like he's been doing his homework here this week at Watkins Glen.
Well, Grace, it's one of those tracks that, if, like you said, you do your homework, you can come away with a lot of real estate here and a lot of real estate early. But look at that, fastest lap that last time by, only by 0.2 of a second. 0.3 of a second will be Jason Bridges, but a 1:15.25. It's got some pretty good race trim speed right here. We'll see how Jason Bridges is going to do. The Gucci suit bandit still rolling here. We'll see if Jason Bridges is going to track down this 99 before the stage. Oh, look at that, Chris. Already down to a 2:10 gap. Oh, whoa, we say that, but Jason off track there. As he's going to get it back on as he comes through turn 5 here and try to get it set up.
Yeah, you saw him getting really through the grass there. That was what I was talking about. That bus stop, it must be, with that new update, they must have really changed the way the bus stop feels, because you've seen a lot of drivers really struggling through there, especially entering into the bus stop. You see a lot of two-wheeled drivers in these trucks, man. Whoa, Taylor Peacock getting a little loose coming out of that corner. It's going to open up the door for Ed Osborne. You see him send around that Bobby Hall Jr. machine on that first corner. Maybe had a little bit of a stack up going into that first S's. But right now, like we were saying, Josh Clemons doing a good job, still hanging on to that 4-second gap between him and Jason Bridges. Jason Bridges does look like he's starting to set a little bit of a slower pace. Cody Farrell on his way out. I want to say he jumped to the pits. A lot of damage on that 11 machine. Ooh.
Yeah, he must have went off there in turn 5 or turn 6. Possibly. Yeah, usually, as Chris was talking in the background to me, is we just want to say it out loud. The big shout out to iRacing, man. Ever since they started doing rescans here, or reconfigs, or whatever it may be, just redoing the track layout, they've updated their cameras. Some of these tracks still have cameras from 2012, man. So you have to think some of them aren't the most probably productive or well put together cameras. So the new cameras, man, I know how serious iRacing takes their simulator now, so they've got some great looking cameras.
Yes, they really do. The cameras that iRacing had. Whoa, it's the 81 of Taylor Peacock. Looks like he's got around. He's going to go ahead and pull it down pit lane. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and pull it down pit lane. Man, Taylor Peacock, woo. We're going to watch and see what happened here. Looks like maybe coming around the corner, he might. Yeah, it looks like the rear end just got out from under him. He was able to keep it going straight. Hopefully he did not get a speeding penalty entering that pit road, though.
I think he should be fine.
We'll find out here in a little bit if he has to come down pit lane again, though. But Josh Clemons, like we were saying, still off to about a 6-second gap now over Jason Bridges. So you're starting to see that road course dominance from Josh Clemons really starting to show. Man, he is starting to pull away from Jason Bridges. But like we were saying, Jason Bridges, though, he is not out of this. If you are, in that Jason Bridges camp, then, don't count it out. He can still catch up. Anything can happen. You can have a driver go around. Like we said, Doug Neal had to have a little bit of an incident, but it looks like Joey Doucette did get passed by Doug Neal. We did see Joey Doucette come down pit road at lap 2. So maybe going ahead and jumping the pit cycle. Like Josh said, just go ahead and take that fuel. Maybe does look like he did come down and just take fuel only. Only 5 seconds on that pit stop. So Joey Doucette did jump the pit cycle there. Maybe trying to get a good start here when everybody comes down.
Is, Chris. You know how Jason is. He's very big on setting up the stages to maybe have a slight fuel run. So we could see drivers coming down and just taking that early fuel, because some drivers are going to have to come down a little bit later. And they're possibly thinking, who knows, I could get, an early jump here, a very big undercut, anything like that. They're just trying to set up some strategy, I'm sure. If it goes by the typical Jason Collins fuel setup here, it's going to be really close at the stage.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see. I know Jason is like a masochist when it comes to setting up fuel stints and everything. He definitely loves screwing with the guys driving here. Whenever it comes to fuel cycles, loves setting them up to where they got to really work every drop of fuel out of that fuel tank. So we'll see if they're going to have enough fuel to make it to that stage, or if these drivers are going to have to come down around lap 12. Whoa, Alcamai Proctor getting really loose there. David Brackett looks like he might be able to work on that inside. Oh, it looks like he just had that little bit of a bump going into the bus stop. That's what we were talking about. Maybe some of these drivers just not comfortable with what's going on. It looks like Anthony Stevens, oh no.
He's having more trouble here tonight.
Yeah,
Part of the track is that the bus stop? Yeah. Is that what it is? It was so zoomed in, I couldn't tell.
We do know that last week at Darlington, he was involved in that first caution. Oh, no. Round again. Just got on the gas too early. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't need to be watching you while you're having those issues. Daniel Morrow, next week's race will be at Bristol next Monday for the Truck Series. Tomorrow night will be here, same time, 9 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook for the Xfinity and the Cup, 9 o'clock Wednesday night. And then next week, we'll be going to the Bristol Motor Speedway. So that's going to be a very interesting thing next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 9 o'clock.
Racing, baby.
Short
you
track
ain't gonna
race.
Want to miss it. You ain't going to want to miss that, trust me. We'll be round of 12, right, as well.
We will be round of 12 at that point, yes, sir.
Elimination race tonight. So, these drivers that have to make up position, have to get some good points going in here. I mean, this is where you try to become one of the cream of the crop. It's easy to make it into the round of 16. I'm not going to say that with experience or anything, but looking from it on the outside in, one of those guys that got to say, oh, it can be easy to make it to the round of 12. But once you get into the round of 16, once you get in that round of 12, that's when the games start to come. That's when you really start to see drivers play these mental games with each other. You're going to start to see these maybe not on-track rivalries, but we'll see some on-track feuds. It's going to be fun. I think we're going to have it very interesting. Round of 12. This round of 16 has already been good, but it's going to get even hotter next week, and you're going to see these playoff drivers tippers feud after they get started up next week at Bristol.
Yeah,
especially if we had some drivers make it by some possible mistakes here or anything that could happen. We could be going into next week with some tempers already flaring.
Yeah, we're going into Bristol next week, and then the week after that, it's going to be Las Vegas. So we're going short track to pretty much one of my favorite tracks on this platform outside of Auto Club in Charlotte. I love Las Vegas. Vegas is definitely one of my favorite tracks in here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go gambling next week in the Sin City, and you're definitely gonna have to pull or the week after next, excuse me, but you're gonna have to pull, looks like Jason's starting to close up, put 2 seconds on it. You're gonna have to pull a bunny out of the hat with that race, Chris. Anybody can win at Vegas, man. That's one of those tracks that it just takes a lot of driver skill. These boys are still on fixed setup, so there's no really difference in the car besides steering ratios and stuff, brake bias, stuff like that. But it's gonna be fun to see. I think this playoffs is set up for a really good finish here.
Yeah, this is gonna be where we start seeing the nitty gritty. It looks like Josh Clemons starting to lose a lot of time to Jason Bridges. Now got almost a 3-second gap on him. He was almost 6 seconds out on him. You see, behind Josh Clemons, now that 34 is starting to creep up into that rear view. So if you're Josh Clemons, you're starting to see, he's starting to get close.
Yeah, and we knew it was only a matter of time, Chris. Jason Bridges, one road course win already this season. He's an absolute ace. I'm pretty sure A license still in the road courses, so he's a pretty much a stout driver. I want to say that's where he said he came from on the series, and the ovals just came second. He loves road courses, and it's good to see Jason Bridges still out here running strong, man.
Speaking of running strong, driver that really needs to run strong tonight is that 97 Alex Healey. He is currently sitting on that bubble, so he is sitting on the outside looking in, sitting in that 16th spot. He's going to have to really set himself out here tonight and do good. He's got to try to get himself a top 5 finish to set up as many points as he can to really get himself into that top 12.
Yeah, and a lot of drivers here are just going to have to find this rhythm in this second stage. This is really the first stage is just for experimenting on this track. Watkins Glen is definitely one of those races that you just have to find a rhythm. It's kind of like a Bristol, you know. Think of going to Bristol and just not being in rhythm the whole race. The car feels like it's either too loose for the first 20, and then after that, it feels like it's just plowing like a freaking dump truck, and you just can't find that rhythm. And then once you finally get that rhythm, bam, caution comes out, and you got to figure it out all again. It's just kind of like how it is here at a road course, man. If you're not hitting every single turn the exact way or finding your flow, you can really lose a lot of time, and losing a lot of time here at a road course is something you don't want.
See, right now, Doug Neal, he is on a mission. After that early spin, he's trying his best to claw back. He's already made up about 5 or 6 positions just in the last 3 laps. So Doug Neal right now trying to claw himself back up at least into the top 10 before the stage break hits. But right now, man, Doug Neal really showing that he's got it. He's got what it takes to start clawing back. He's got Travis Twitty in front of him, and then right in front of him is Twitty's teammate Akamai Proctor. So Akamai Proctor going through that turn into the woods. It looks like Josh Lockwood in the 11 of Cody Farrell having a really big mix up there.
Oh, no.
Oh, 95 of Josh Lockwood blown up. Unfortunate. Looks like he might pull it off and just toe to pits. See what happened here with the 95. Looks like Cody Farrell just got loose in front of him. The 95 tried to check up, but he hit that grass and just shot him over in front of him. Oh, no, unfortunate there for Josh Lockwood.
Very unfortunate, man. He just not had a good season. Unfortunate for Josh, man.
Now, Josh, speaking of, look behind him.
Jason Bridges, baby.
Jason
Starting
Bridges.
to make his way back in, and I think we might see some pit stops for some more drivers here. I want to say. So Travis Twitty just said, I got these triple monitors now. I can see on the inside.
Well, that's good to hear. That's all. I'm happy that I got him helped him get it set up. Whoa, look at that. Going through turn 1. Jason Bridges really making up a lot of time here.
So the stage will be at the end of next lap. So we're at lap 13 here. You're seeing Jason Bridges, though, as we're starting to pull up to that 81 of Taylor Peacock, a lap car here. We could see a pass for the lead here. Big drive in from both of these drivers. They both know that bus stop well. This could be a great battle here.
Yeah, as you see Taylor Peacock, he's in that 81 right in front of him. He's going to try to get out of the way, even though he is currently battling for a points position too. So he's trying to stay on that lead lap as much as he can. Taylor Peacock looking in that rear view. He's got the leader and Jason Bridges right behind him. Man, he's going to have to see if maybe Jason can set up. Going here around this last corner, we're going to be going on that stage break. The next time these guys come around this corner, we will hit the stage break. So Jason Bridges, if he's got it in him, he's going to have to make that pass now.
And remember, we do not race back to the stripe here for the stage break because of how long the pace laps are. It might be thrown a little bit earlier, so if you see the caution pop a little bit early, don't be frightened by that. iRacing just doesn't have stages. This is all having to pop the caution from race control, so... The pace car doesn't get all the time to get called up.
Yeah, it will be coming out of the last corner under the bowling bridge. I think it says Go Bowling or Good Bowling or something like that.
It's the Go Bowling.
Yeah, that will be the bridge. Jason Bridges trying to make him.
No!
Jason Bridges.
He's blown up.
Jason Bridges.
Oh, Clemons is around. It's going to be a race to reset and keep going.
Right now, the closest person behind him is Alex Healey, 26 seconds back.
He's not blown up. What the freaking heck did we just see, man?
It looks like Jason Bridges might have been trying to get around Josh Clemons, and then they lost track of where they were at in the bus stop.
But I don't even think he hit Clemons.
But I'm saying they might have had to just get on the brakes really hard. They might have not been paying attention to where the braking zone was.
Oh yeah, I see
when they were battling, and yeah, and they had to get on the brakes.
That was a 1979, or you could say the David Pearson, Richard Petty 500, where they both wrecked each other. I want to say, what year was that? 73. Either way, they were both wrecking. They were both trying to get them reset, re-going, and it's going to be a hell of a stage finish. Josh Clemons going to pick up your Blanchard stage towing. or Blanchard Stowe and stage win. I don't know why I said it like that. It just hit me after I said it, you know. It was like I started hushing up and realized that was not English. We're going to watch this again. We got to see what happened here. Oh, I think the 34 might have hit the 99, man. He might have pushed him into the corner. He did. And see, that got Clemons around. 34 is really lucky he didn't just blow his motor there. See, I saw
extremely lucky.
Look at the 99 going. Man, that was crazy.
Yeah, so like I was saying, what I think happened, and this is just me from being a driver and you know, from being in that seat and seeing that, what I'm going to say is Jason Bridges got tunnel vision, and he was trying to make that pass. He was trying to suck up to that back bumper as much as he could, and then before he knew it, that was
missed his braking zone by about 10 meters.
Yeah, Clemons got on
15 meters.
Clemons got out of the gas, and then you saw Bridges just trying to make up as much time as he could. Maybe just got a little tunnel vision and got into the back bumper of Josh Clemons. But Josh Clemons was able to take that stage break, was able to get it going back, so he'll just have a little bit of rear end damage. But that J2R99 machine will still be able to live to see another day.
And we will have a word with your stage break winner here in just a moment of 99 of Josh Clemons. It's just, like we said, long pace laps here. Let him get down pit road and we'll have a word. But why we are waiting a moment here, actually, no, we're not going to take it to a side-by-side. We're going to watch this race on pit road because we could have a lead change.
This is going to stack everybody back up. So this is going to be where the race to the end is going to really come into play.
Yeah, we're already almost at the halfway point. These truck races, man, they're pretty much like what I like to say is, I think about them as like Formula 2 races. They're the sprint race before the main feature, you know? We get we get the sprint race on Saturday, then we get the actual feature race on Sundays, which are like the 29-lap races, you know, but they get those little short 13, 20-lap races that set the grid and everything. This just brings the weekend in. These truck series let you really see the track, see the action. I'm not saying that they're too short. 36 laps, still a plenty amount of racing to be done there. And just these truck drivers, man, they're so clean. They're so dang good. They get through these races really quick. We'll watch these race off pit road here. Looks like Daniel Worthington and Wes Wiggin did pit at lap 12 like we were talking about. They're going to take the lead here at the stage. And coming out is that Alex Healey? That is Alex Healey going to pick up spot. Looks like Bridges is going to take some damage repair there. The 99 of Josh Clemons is out. He's got to catch up to the pace car here. But we are going to go ahead and bring in that 99 of Clemons. Have a word with your Blanchard Stowe stage winner. So wait a second, let him get to the S's. I don't want to pull him up here while he's going through one of the weirdest spots of the track. All right, and there is the pace car. All right, gonna go ahead and bring up the 99 of Josh Clemons. Oh goodness, it's been a week since I've used the Discord. I couldn't remember where it was. There we go. Josh Clemons, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I sure do. How's it going?
Man, oh man, gotta say, a hectic end to stage right there, but you're still gonna get it refired. You and Jason Bridges making a little bit of contact. We saw just maybe some tunnel vision from the 34, but you're, like we said, gonna get it recovered. You're gonna get the stage victory here. Oh, excuse me, stage victory. Now, man, what do you got left for the boys out here? And you got to go out here and pass the 88, the 113, and you think you got the pace to continue this race and pick up the dub here?
Yeah, we surely hope so. That first half was just more trying to manage the fuel and try to make it to the end to get to the stage, and now it's hopefully try to go racing a little bit. That was some fun racing with Bridges. Too bad he came in a little bit too fast, but you know, I'll have to note that for the second half and all that.
Oh yeah, you know, it's those mental things right there, man. Got to keep it in the back of the memory bank. But Josh, it was awesome to see you wheel it up there, man. We know Watkins Glen is one of those tough tracks, and you're doing an excellent job here tonight. As we roll into the round of 12 next week, man, we're excited to see you boys get back to some green flag racing, but excited to see what you got left for us here in that 99 machine. So congratulations once again on that Blanchard Stowe stage victory, and we'll let you get back to your team here.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Yep. Take care.
That was that 99 of Josh Clemons. We'll see how he does here tonight. No favoritism towards the Joshes of the league, you know, or anything. Wink, wink. So, but no, we're excited to see that J2R machine roll his way up here. As we are going to go to a side by side here for just a moment. Long pace lap ahead of us, but Stick with us, and we'll be right back with you. Enjoy a word from our sponsors.
And we welcome you back from that LNS Custom side-by-side. While we've got all of these drivers stacked up for the first time, we're going to go ahead and let you get those full screens turned on, get those volumes turned up, those sound bars turned up. We're going to go to an LNS Customs loud pedal, so get it turned up. We're going to go to an LNS Customs loud pedal.
welcome you back from that LNS Customs loud pedal. Daniel Worthington still out in the lead as you see Josh Clemons now tracking it down. We saw some West Wiggin, Josh Clemons contact there under that loud pedal, but it looks like they've gotten together down, and it looks like that 99 has pulled away. He is starting to pull up to that Daniel Worthington machine, does have a 3-lap advantage as you're in our Kinder Performance Group blimp. Watching up there in the S's, as John Kinder has not only went from building go-karts to he built a blimp. We got Alex Healey flying it, and he's almost crashed 3 times.
Oh my goodness, yeah, but right now Daniel Worthington on that little bit of a pit cycle. You've seen he's able to promote himself out to the lead and pretty much hold on to it. Also want to say, if anybody got their eardrums blown out from a couple of cameras under that, we have not tested the turn it up or the loud pedal cameras here. So that was a test for all of us, and I've come to realize that a couple of them were ear piercing. So if they were, do apologize about that. I will have them situated by tomorrow.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. If they were, I heard them on my end. Chris said he didn't hear them. So if you heard what I heard, completely apologize about that. That wasn't anything intentional on our end. That's why I eventually told him just to switch to some onboards and ride with some guys, because I couldn't even tolerate it, and I'm only on 20% volume. I knew there was no way you guys could deal with it at home.
Alex Healey getting a little loose behind West Wiggin back there. You see Riley Griff saying medical bill is in the mail.
Okay, so obviously it was bad. Do apologize about that again.
Yes, I will go through and fix those for tomorrow night. We were sitting there complimenting them, complimenting iRacing on all their cameras, and then they got to go and throw us some ear-piercing sounds. But right now, look at that, Josh Clemons all over the back bumper there of that 113 of Daniel Worthington. Those older tires might be starting to show up.
I know that Alex Healey just got the position on West Wiggin. West Wiggin led him through. The 2 of Logan Russell's pitting. Looks like Daniel Worthington and that 99 are still battling, as it looks like Healey is going to be able to maybe possibly pull up a little bit here. If these boys battle it out too much, Travis Twitty also going to make his way down pit road.
Yeah, we saw Travis Twitty. Looks like he might have had a little bit of incident going into turn 1. We'll actually see if we can. Actually, I say that we're gonna stay on board here with the 113 of Daniel Worthington, who's under attack right now from that 99. But you saw the 113, man. He shut that off real quick. See right now, we see Daniel Worthington getting a little bit of separation. We'll see if we can see what happened here to that Travis Twitty machine on that restart. He was the only driver that really had an incident on that restart. Looks like going into the corner, looks like might have just had a little bit of contact there from the 81 that helped him get around.
Yeah, unfortunate for Twitty, man. Doug Neal going to come down pit road. 88 of West Wiggin coming down. That's our highest runner to pit so far.
You see the 88 getting ready to pull down pit lane now. Everybody going to start trying to get everything situated. This is going to be where, you know, if the 113 has enough fuel to make it to the end, or if he can hold off Josh Clemons, that's going to be where the where it comes into play. Right now, man, Josh Clemons all over that back bumper of that 113. You know Daniel Worthington has to be looking up in that mirror. We'll see if we can go on board here. See if we can see what that 113 is looking at. As you see in that rear view, and even in that side mirror over there, man, all you can see is that 99 behind him. So he's definitely, if he's glancing up at that mirror, he knows he's back there.
Yeah, but that's the thing at a road course, man. You can't glance in the mirror. Unless you know that driver is about to make an absolute pass. Cannot look in the mirror. That will kill your run here. Just like an oval, any little bit of looking away can make you miss the apex, can make you miss anything, and can really kill that rhythm that we talked so heavily about earlier. The 113 looks like he's doing a well job right now. We're not going to speak so highly of him, because every time we do that about anybody, they seem to mess up. So we're going to say that he's doing poor, and hopefully that'll make him do better.
Yeah, Jason Bridges now moved himself back up into that 7th position after that restart. So having that little bit of incident, you know, having to take that little bit of damage repair, you know, you see Jason Bridges moved his way back up into the field. But right now, that 113 and Joshua Clemons going into turn 1. This is going to be where it really comes into play. This is going to have to see, you know, if that 113 has the tires to hold him off. As we go ahead and get the track map pulled up so that way anybody watching can look for where their driver is currently situated on the track. You see Alex Healey coming out of that corner, or coming out of the S's down the back, we'll say the second front straightaway. You see him coming through the bus stop right now, but the 99 of Josh Clemons still all over that back bumper. Ed Osborne, Mikel Robinson coming down pit lane, actually coming out of pit lane right now. So the pit cycles are starting to come into play. Wonder how long that 113 is going to have to stay out. He did come down pit lane 3 laps before.
97 Alex Healey pitting in this time.
I was going to say he did come down 3 laps before Josh Clemons, so he might have a little bit less fuel than that 99. So we'll have to see how he plays it out. As you hear Alex Healey in that 97 going to go ahead and pull it down pit lane. Like we were saying earlier, he is that driver that really needs to hit on all cylinders here tonight. He has to have the best finish he can have. Jason Bridges moved himself up into that 5th spot, but he's currently on his way down pit lane. You might see Jason Bridges stay down pit lane a little longer, take maybe a couple of seconds more pit repair, but you don't really have to worry about your your aerodynamics at a track like Watkins Glen. So maybe just gonna take tires, fuel, and go. We only have 3 sets of tires here. So the set of tires that you start on, you technically 4 with the set of tires you start on, and then 3 sets of tires in the pits. So maybe Jason Bridges is going to come down and take that 2nd set of tires. Alex Healey on his way out right now. Akamai Proctor on his way in. But look at that. Daniel Worthington put a little bit of separation between him and Josh Clemons. That's what he's got to do. He's got to put as much separation between him and that 99 before he has to come down pit lane.
I gotta say, Chris, big kudos to the 113. He's done a lot better of a job than I thought he was. You know, being on the little bit of tire difference he was, I thought maybe we were going to start to see that. But you got to say now, it's evened out. Those tires probably not any better in that 99 machine than they are in that 113 because of how much they've battered it out and put each other to the test here. So the 113, excellent job from him. He's worked his way up into the lead off of pit strategy, and he's doing an excellent job so far to hold that lead, even with a 3-lap tire difference going into the early race of it.
Yeah, and if you ever hear us say, you know, oh, it's crazy to see this driver doing that, it's nothing to do with their talent. It's all about the strategy they use. Like we were saying, with that 113, he's got a little bit older tires than that 99, so he's not able to, maintain the straightaway pace. As you see him putting a block on that 99, maybe the 99 trying to take the inside lane. But, like we were saying, in those corners and stuff, he's not going to be able to hold the same speed that the 99 is. But being able to hold off the 99 for as long as he has right now, that just goes to show you, man, Daniel Worthington, one of those drivers that we haven't really talked about all season. But, one of those drivers that when it's coming to crunch time, he's really crunching.
Yeah, and I think the 113 of Daniel Worthington is going to be down pit road this time, Chris. We'll have to see. I want to say that's what he called out. Sometimes harder to hear some of these drivers than others. Looks like he is hitting the pit entry. Yes, he is. 113. Oh, we got a wreck on the front stretch. That's Logan Russell. 58 of Anthony Stevens. He was just kind of cruising there. But that is going to promote that 99 of Josh Clemons to the lead.
See if we can see what happened with that 2 of Logan Russell.
He might have money shifted.
Oh, man.
I guarantee you he might have money shifted.
Just to make sure.
Not sure.
Not sure. Yeah.
I'm sure there will be some explanation for that. That's very uncharacteristic from Logan Russell to do something like that.
Yeah,
We'll have to wait and see.
not
Race
sure.
continues, though.
Not sure what happened there. Maybe a wheel disconnect or something like that. Could have been something like that. Ryler Chris says, I'm going to have to say caution at 4 to go. Well, sadly, we won't have any cautions at all because road course racing, no cautions except locally enforced cautions, which will be, if you have a wreck, a yellow flag will pop up on the driver's screen, says, hey, you need to slow down. This is 76 Ron Morris Jr. coming down pit lane. Joshua Clemons down pit lane, so let's see. Bobby Hall Jr. still has not come down pit lane. Let's see if he stays out, tries to lead at least one lap, get him some points for a lap led. See if he gets in front of Josh Clemons. Doesn't look like he's going to assume the lead there, so he's going to have to go around at least one more time. But CJ Mason going to be on his also on a little bit of a different strategy than everybody. You see Daniel Worthington with those fresh tires already starting to catch everybody. He's going to get around Josh Clemons. So this could be the setup for the win here. Bobby Hall Jr., though, currently sitting in the lead. Daniel Worthington, though, on those fresher tires, moving his way really through the field really quickly. Alex Healey, though, is on those hills. Did come down the pits 2 laps before everybody. So we'll see if maybe that 97 has what it takes to get up there and battle it out with that 113. Daniel Worthington, but right now, I want to say Josh Clemons still sitting in pit lane. Oh no, might have had a speeding penalty. He was down pit lane for 1 minute and 26 seconds. Oh my goodness. That is unfortunate for that 99 of Josh Clemons. See if Bobby Hall Jr. decides to bring it down pit lane. He does. So Bobby Hall Jr. going to go ahead and pull it down pit lane. He should be able to hold on to that lead just long enough to cross the finish line.
I think Jason was saying that he got a speeding penalty.
Okay, so Jason said that he did get a speeding penalty. Okay, so that is what happened with that 99 of Josh Clemons. Whoa! Alex Healey, he's on that loud pedal. He's having to be on that loud pedal really hard, trying to keep up with that 113 of Daniel Worthington. But right now, though, if I was in that Alex Healey camp, I would try my best to not spin out. You know, being last in the points, you're sitting second second on the track. You know, if you can't keep up with that 113, you've got, let's see, he's got about an 8-second gap between him and Ed Osborne, then a 10-second gap between him and Joey Doucette. He can kind of go on a little bit of a cruise if he can't keep up with that 113. But if I was that 97, if that was me, and I knew I couldn't keep up with him, which I'm not saying that he can't, but I'm saying, you know, if he can't, you know, because of that older tire difference, then, you know, if I was that 97, I think I would just kind of go on a little bit of a cruise line right now. I would just try not to, you know, to spin out, wreck, have anything happen, and try to walk away with at least a top 5 finish here tonight.
Yeah, he needs it desperately, Chris. 5 to go here. Coming up to 4 to go. It's already crazy that... No, it'll be 5 to go this time,
It'll be
right?
5 to go.
Yeah, sorry. 5 to go this time by, man. And I honestly can't believe that this race has come by this fast. These drivers are moving right now. And what I can't believe either is our lineup right now. I didn't think this was going to be our top 3 by any means, Chris.
I want to say Josh Clemons went around. You see right now, oh, man, Anthony Stevens blown up. See him smoking down. Let's see, coming out of the bus stop. Let's see what happened to that 99 of Josh Clemons. Yeah, you see coming into the corner. Oh, he gets it sideways. Let's see if he hits the wall or anything. He's going to keep it out of the tire barrier. Okay, he's just going to get it sideways. Man, oh, man, that 99 just trying to get on that loud pedal just a little too hard out of that bus stop. Right now, we're going to go back on board here with the 113. I see Josh Gunn over in the Facebook chat saying, looking good, Daniel. Keep it together, buddy. Man, Daniel Worthington really setting himself up here right now. But Alex Healey's not letting him get too far away from him. Still about underneath a second is Alex Healey. He is trying to walk away with the finish here tonight, Josh.
Yes, he is. Alex Healey wants to win, and he needs one. 97 machine, big drive in here to turn 1 as we are 4 laps to the good. You're going to see him trying to track him down here through the S's. as he'll get up through the S's. It's a 9-10 gap. This is the closest I want to say he's been to Worthington since we've focused on the run. And he is going to do everything he can now here. He hopes, he sees that DRS sign and wishes and hopes he had DRS. Get an extra 15, 20 miles an hour in that car.
Yeah,
Love that.
You're wishing you had that bump draft. I heard them talking last night in the, I want to say it was last night in the Daytona race. They were talking, or maybe it was the Xfinity race. They were talking about, that bump draft, and it's like hitting a little bit of nitrous. So, they're wishing they had that little bit of a bump draft going on so they get that little bit of bump nitrous, or like you said, Josh, having that DRS button. They're just wishing they had that little bit of extra speed. But right now, like we said, Alex Healey now falling off to about a 2nd and 3/10. So, looks like Daniel Worthington trying to cement himself in here into this round of 12. But Alex Healey, like we said, he's got to have a good finish. He's got an 11-second gap. Whenever we were last talking about it, as I see Rylan Greer with the 200 stars, really do appreciate the 200 stars, Rylan, with the checkered flags. Whoa, Alex Healey getting the loose back there. Do appreciate that, buddy. But Rylan Greer with the 200 stars. I'm going to say it one more time. But Alex Healey having a little bit of looseness out of turn 1 there. See, now he's falling back to about a 1.5 seconds. So Daniel Worthington's going to, just really just have to hit all of his marks if he wants to walk away with this.
Yeah, he does indeed have to hit all of his marks, Chris. This race isn't over for that 113. Still a very difficult track, pulling up some lap traffic here. And we'll see how that 113 is going to do. It looks like Logan just going to move completely out of the way. He knows he has no dog in this fight. He's just going to get out of the way for these two drivers. Very gentleman move from that Logan Russell. As down here, the back straightaway into turn 6, you're going to see that 113 of Daniel Worthington still being chased down by Alex Healey. But coming up here to 2 laps to go, Alex Healey is going to have to make his time here. Or Daniel Worthington could be making his bed here and set himself up with a win in the last round here of the round of 16.
Yeah, we're seeing Alex Healey now. The gap is starting to slowly widen out to about 1.7 seconds. So the gap is slowly starting to get a little bit bigger. But Alex Healey's not going to be out of the fight yet. If he's got anything to say, it's going to be within these last 2 laps. We're going to go back here and see Ed Osborne in that 3rd position. And then Joey Doucette setting himself up in a good finish here. Joey Doucette with his teammate of Ed Osborne, that Misfit Motorsports, they really want to set themselves up good. Like we were saying, look at that, Josh. Even with that little bit of a hiccup, Jason Bridges himself, whoa, as we're going on board with him, talking about him, getting a little sideways. Jason Bridges, though, set himself back up into that 5th spot. So he set himself up into a top 5 finish. So going into the round of 12, that could really help him out.
Doug Neal also recovered very well here, Chris, the 34. That will, he needs a good run here, top 5. Maybe not what he wanted, but it's what he's going to have to settle for unless he can go up here and get a couple more positions. They're there. He's just going to have to work hard for them. Yeah, he's coming to the white flag this next time by, though, for Daniel Worthington.
Whoa, Daniel Worthington really wide.
Healey's got a 2nd and a 10th now. Big drive-in from Healey. This is going to be it. White flag is in the air.
Let's see if Alex Healey has what it takes. He's now got it underneath the 2nd. So maybe he's going to put that pressure on Daniel Worthington. We'll see what happens. But like I was saying, if I was in that Alex Healey camp, if I couldn't make that pass, if I couldn't make that time up, if I had a little bit of a slip up, I would just go ahead and settle for that 2nd place position.
He's going to get a draft here. He's going to get a draft. There could be a pass, possibly like an attempt at least, I should say.
Yeah, he's a little far back for that. That. Whoa, Daniel Worthington looks like he got a little sideways going into the bus stop. CJ Mason looks like off the track.
As we'll see the 97 wheel it around here. This is your race. This is everything you've got left. Extend that track as much as you can, baby. Here they come. Last 2 turns of the race. Who is going to be your winner here in the final race of the round 16? Daniel Worthington going to drive it in. Looks like he's all set up for it. Here they come around the last turn. Checkered flag. And here he comes. 113 is going to see the checkered flag. It is going to be Daniel Worthington making a win here. Osborne third place.
Yeah, good drive up there from, like we were saying, Jason Bridges. Good drive back, good drive back there for Jason Bridges. Also, Doug Neal, good drive back. You saw there at lap 1 have that little bit of an incident in the bus stop. Doug Neal was able to drive it back, so that's we see Daniel Worthington coming around. Going to be getting ready to burn it down here in just 1 second. We'll get to those post-race results here in just one moment. But this has been a very interesting race here tonight. Not who we were thinking was going to be on top. We thought that 99 of Josh Clemons, early on in the race, had almost a 10-second gap out in front of everybody. And then, man, Daniel Worthington with a really good pit setup here really set himself up to finish strong.
Yeah, very excellent race from all of our competitors here. The 113 going to pull it up to the stripe, and he is going to do a well-deserved burnout here. Congratulations to Daniel Worthington. As maybe, yeah, he's going to do the burnout. Burn it down, Daniel Worthington. Congratulations. So Chris, if you want to get your top 10 on the screen. I say top 10, I mean our whole grid, but all right, and as it is up on the screen, you are seeing Daniel Worthington picked up the win here tonight off of an excellent pit strategy from the 113 machine. He is going to come out the lead after the stage break win from Josh Clemons off a good pit strategy at lap 12, and he's going to lead every single lap after that. Good job to Daniel Worthington on picking up the win in the final round of 16 here tonight. But it's going to be Alex Healey, a well-deserved second place from Healey. He needed it, and he is going to get a second place. We're going to have to see how that manages him going into the playoffs. Ed Osborne, I heard him say as he was coming down to take the checkered, this is a win in my book. A very strong third place from Ed Osborne. Good to see him keep his nose clean and pick up a podium here tonight. We're then going to see Joey Doucette. He is going to finish in that fourth position. Bobby Hall Jr. He sat himself on pole here, didn't he? No, he didn't. He didn't. I'm confusing myself. Bobby Hall Jr. was wrecked, though, in the first turn on the first lap. He is going to recover, though. Good recovery drive from him into that from that 94 machine into that fifth position. Ron Morris Jr. going to finish in sixth. And you're going to see Josh Clemons in that seventh spot with David Brackett in eighth. Then we're going to see Wes Wiggin ninth. Jason Bridges, unfortunately, not able to recover after his early accident with that 99 of Josh Clemons coming to the stage break. He is going to finish in that 11th position. 12th is going to go to CJ Mason. 13th to Travis Twitty after he went all the way to the back of the pack. Good recovery drive from him to get himself back up there in contention, as he is going to finish in 13th. Robert Richards in 14th. Logan Russell going to finish in 15th with Josh Lockwood 16th. We're going to see Cody Verrill in 17th. Troubling night for him as well. That Tony Stevens machine, he is going to finish 18th. 19th is going to be Mikel Robinson. Doug Neal going to be 20th with David Farmer 21st. And rounding out your field is going to be Taylor Peacock in that 22nd machine. We're going to go ahead and get Daniel Worthington up here and have a word, with your race winner. Daniel Worthington, Chris, and Josh up here in the Bluegrass booth. Do you got a copy, buddy?
Sure do.
Man, I got to say, Daniel, an excellent job by you here tonight. You came into the race and qualified it on second place position, that outside pole. But, we were talking here. It was looking like it was going to be Josh Clemons, Mikel Robinson. We were expecting, not Mikel Robinson, but Jason Bridges. I don't know. I had my names there mixed up, but we were expecting Jason Bridges, one of those road course aces that we've seen all season. Do something here. But, Daniel, we never got to count you out, man. That Ford F-150 tonight was looking very fast, set yourself in that second spot in qualifying, and you had a really good pit stop strategy there coming to undercut the stage at lap 12, and it seemed like from there that 99 of Josh Clemons was never able to get past you. Very great race there from that 113 machine tonight, and to take that final victory here in the round of 16.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. Me and Wes were talking, teammates. The other teammate there, Bobby, he had a little trouble at the beginning, but we said let's pit now, and so we pit and went on from there. I mean, it was a hell of a race, just hitting your marks.
Yeah, we know how it is at road courses, man. It's we were saying it's you gotta hit every single little mark, man. You can't be off rhythm. The rhythms here are so important, and you showed that a lot, man. I mean, we saw a very great race from you. You pretty much had no hiccups all night. Granted, any we didn't see on the live feed. I mean, maybe you had something you don't want to admit. Wink, wink. But just messing with you, buddy. But hey, great job, Daniel. You did an excellent freaking job out there, man. And coming back from a pit strategy, taking the first round of 16 win, that's got to be huge for your team going here into the playoffs, or into the round of 12, I should say. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, it's real big. I really didn't have this track circle, but I call this actually my home track. I mean, I'm only a little over an hour from it. Just actually, Wes and the guys came up and we actually drove on the track. So I was like, yeah, and I practiced my butt off out during the week here, and yeah, it definitely paid off. It really did.
Yeah, man, it looks like you guys had a great truck out there tonight, a great head on your shoulders going into the race. You were able to keep it under control, man, and we got to see a Daniel Worthington win here, like we said, a big win going into the round of 12. And if you've got any final words, shout out, thoughts, anything before we let you get out of here, Daniel, you're more than welcome to get them out there, buddy, and we'll let you go celebrate this victory tonight with the team.
Yeah, I gotta thank Dakota Shepard. He came along and spotted me during the race, and was telling me to calm down and everything like that. Really got to throw it out to him for helping me there tonight. I got to thank Wes and Bobby, rest of the gang at Flex Motorsports. I got to thank Jason for putting this league on. You guys definitely broadcast, and you guys do a hell of a job. I got to thank Trevor for this Smasher wrap. He did a hell of a job on that. Got to thank RNS Button Box, Fanatec, the wife for letting me do this, and man, it was a hell of a race. Damn.
Heck yeah, man. We're very excited to see you in victory lane, Daniel. That's it's one of those things, man, that all you guys have had. It's always good to be rewarded, even on those tracks that, like you said, you don't have circle. Going into the round of 12, next week we got Bristol. Very excited to see you boys going to there. And hell yeah, Daniel, congratulations on the win, man. And hopefully we'll be seeing that the team rolling next week strong again at Bristol.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Have a good week and be safe.
Yes, sir. You too, man. And that was Daniel Worthington, your winner. Going to go ahead and bring up that 97 of Alex Healey. Have a word with your second place finisher. And I want to say our biggest mover on the field tonight. Alex Healey, Chris and Josh up here in the booth. Do you got a copy?
That is a good copy, sir.
Heck yeah, man. Again, it's good to have you up here in the Bluegrass booth, Alex. Been a moment since we've got to have a word with you, but got to say, man, it's always good to see that 97 have a good race. And tonight was one of those races, man. Almost there for a moment, we were thinking you were going to go out there, take this freaking win, dude. You looked really solid. And like we were saying a minute ago before the race ended, a lot of names up there in the top 3 tonight, top 5 that you really weren't expecting. You boys came out to race tonight, didn't y'all?
Yeah, I had to come and throw the kitchen sink at it last week. First week of the playoffs, I was sitting pretty good, and I think I got wrecked at like the 10th lap at Darlington. Just got caught up in a mess, so that put me last in the playoff points, and it was stressful, man. I knew I had to put on a good performance tonight to have a shot. Hopefully Jason will give us some good news here in a little bit, but that was all I had. And I was trying to chase Daniel down there at the end. I started pushing pace a little bit. Rear tires started getting hot, and I didn't have anything for him at the end. Unfortunately, he drove a heck of a race.
Yeah, both of you guys drove a heck of a race, man. Like we were saying, definitely Daniel and yourself, we weren't expecting necessarily you guys to be up there in the in the podium positions with how early we saw some of the other drivers having success. But Alex, you started tonight in 19th. You're going to come to finish in that second place position, one spot shy. I mean, you were almost there, but we got to say, for a really great effort here tonight, man. We hope that it can possibly get you into that round of 12. And Alex, I got to say, it was a very, very good effort indeed, and one hell of a show that you put on out there tonight. But
Yeah, it was. I put myself in a hole. I've been on probation. This is my 4th week. If I'm lucky enough to advance, I'll finally be able to qualify again next week. I let my my temper get the best of me a few weeks ago at Canadian Tire, and had to pay the price for that and dig myself out of a hole. And this isn't the place I like to do it. I feel like I'm a solid road racer, but I don't show up to a road course expecting to dominate these guys. I know we've got some really talented guys in here that turn left and right, and it felt good to work my way up there. We're really pushing on that first stage. I started saving fuel to make sure I could get some stage points there, and that ended up working out. Luckily, the gap behind me when the guys started pitting allowed me to save a bunch of fuel and make it fairly easily, and came in 3rd at the stage. And hopefully those couple stage points in this second place will put me over the top.
yeah, we'll be seeing here, maybe here in a moment. I'm not sure how if the points will be done, but Alex, before we let you get out of here, man, if you've got any final thoughts, words, shout outs, anything you want to let the Bluegrass faithful, Alex Healey fans know, we'll let you get
Yeah.
those words out there and let you get on your way, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate everybody that tunes in and watches us every week, and leaving comments and getting involved in all that stuff. It means a ton when I go back and watch the race after I finish. I always like to go back and listen to you guys and check out the broadcast and all that. Shout out to my family for watching. I know my wife Jessica, my brother-in-law Josh, the rest of the gang, and then of course my spotter, my crew chief, my number one, Dave Farmer. He had a faux pas where he couldn't crew chief for me tonight. He joined the session as a racer, but he was still able to kind of give me a spot, and luckily this wasn't a super heavy pit strategy track, so I was able to get the pit stop set up and everything. So just shout out to all those guys. You two, you guys do an awesome job. You do a great job on the broadcast. I love watching it afterwards, and just everybody in the league. We had a nice, clean race, and everyone's been cordial, and it's just been a great season so far. Making new friends and getting into the league experience, it's just been awesome all around.
Heck yeah, Alex. Well, we're very excited to see you guys go forward. Hopefully in the playoffs, like we said. We know Bristol's next week, but man, very excited to see what you got left for us here in the rest of the season. Hopefully you guys make it through into the round of 12, and congratulations on that second place tonight, Alex. And hopefully we'll be seeing you next week, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate you. Have a good night, buddy.
You too.
And that was Alex Healey. Going to go ahead and bring up our third and final interview of the night. Ed Osborne. Have a word with that 42 machine. Ed, Osborne, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Man, oh man, I heard you even say in the driver chat, so I know you're going to be pretty pumped up for this one, Ed, that you said it was pretty much a win for you here tonight. We know how these road courses can be for pretty much everybody, but Ed, congratulations on getting a third place here tonight at Watkins Glen, man. And yeah, take us through what gave you the successful, car to get up there and battle it out with these here tonight.
Well, that was a product of a lot of practice over the weekend, I guess. But in the stage there, I was racing so hard, and I've been trying to concentrate so much throughout the whole race that I never even realized that the caution come out. So I'm, still fighting for positions, wanting them stage points and passing trucks. And then it finally popped up there and caught my attention, so I had to back up too. But just about took a couple of guys out there being stupid. But I was so deep in concentration, didn't even see the caution.
Hey, we've all done it, man. I wrecked a kid a couple weeks, or not a couple weeks ago, but a good bit ago. Back when I first got on the platform going to caution, I was watching so much old school NASCAR, was freaking watching them race back that I raced back, ended up wrecking them. So we all do those things, man. But Ed, I got to say, man, get back on track here. You ran a very freaking good race tonight. You had a very, very solid race car, and overall we saw some very clean racing from everybody out on the racetrack. Saw that turn one incident. Other than that, It's good to
Yeah,
see you.
I'm not sure on that one. I've kind of watched that. If I'm going to place a blame on that, that would probably be on me because it looks like I come up, over towards him just a little bit. But I'm not sure. I'll watch it a few times, and if I did that to him, I'll be talking to him, I'm sure, and letting him know that I surely wouldn't mean to wreck nobody. I
Oh,
try to
yeah.
race all my races clean as I can, but I've also knowing that I had to step up the intensity here. Otherwise, I'm not going to make it. I don't know whether this got me in the playoffs or not, but probably close. I hope so, but if not, oh well, I'll still be racing every week. Man, I don't know how Daniel and Alex got so far out in front of me. They must not have took tires or something there.
I want to say they took tires. I'm not sure there at the end. Maybe not there at the end. I know during. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'd have to get the information on that. But either way, Ed, you looked very solid, man. We know you were one of those cars there at the end that like we said, we saw so many names in the podium positions here tonight that we weren't expecting coming in tonight. But that's just this Bluegrass field, man. You guys all got a great, good bit of talent, and it's great to see you again finish up here on the podium, Ed. It's been a moment since we've had a word with you, and man,
Yes.
if you've got any final thoughts, shout outs, or anything before we let you go, buddy, you can go ahead and throw them out there.
Yeah, I guess I'll start with John Kinder, thanking him for letting me run his logo on my truck. Appreciate it, John. Finally got up here, but it's that time of year for me. I usually pick it up right about now, so I'm going to continue to hope to do that. But also all the guys on my team, Misfits, uh, they've helped me tremendously throughout the year and progressing. And they've told me 100 times, you just need to shut up and concentrate. Shut up and concentrate, because I get talking and I lose track. But I appreciate you guys, all your help. Guys up there in the booth, Chris and Josh, man, y'all do an awesome job. I watch all the races, love it. And thank you very much, Jason, for throwing on this great league.
Appreciate you, Ed. Man, it's always a pleasure to have a word with you, sir. You're one of the Bluegrass OGs, and always good to see you get some success here. We know everybody in the field, or not we'll say everybody, but everybody loves him some Ed Osborne out here, and hey, we're glad to see you.
Yeah,
Get some
I
success.
appreciate all the guys. We've
Yes,
got a
sir.
great group here, so
Oh yeah.
we'll carry on.
Yes, sir, we will. Well, we know we go to Bristol next week, Ed. I know you're either excited or not excited for that, but hey, hopefully we'll be having some more words. Like you said, we know this is the time of the year you start to pick it up in the playoffs when it matters. So hopefully we'll
Yeah.
see that Ed Osborne machine picking up some more success here.
Oh yeah, that'll
All
be
right,
good
Ed.
to know. Yeah, Bristol I did really good there last year, so I'm hoping to do good this time around. We'll see though. It's not my favorite track.
Heck yeah. Well, we're gonna go ahead and let you get out of here, Ed. And again, congratulations on that podium finish here tonight, sir. And hopefully we'll be seeing you next week at Bristol.
Yeah, thank you guys very much.
Thank you. Are we? I was about to say, are we bringing Jason up? Okay. Sounds like we are going to have a word with Jason Collins. He's got our round of 12 points ready. Jason, heard you got those round of 12 points ready.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Starting off in no particular order, we have Jason Bridges, Josh Clemons, Joey Doucette, Bobby Hall Jr., Alex Healey, CJ Mason, Ron Morris, Doug Neal, Taylor Peacock, Robert Richards, and Mikel Robinson, followed by Dan Worthington. There was a tie for the cutoff between Ed and Bobby Hall Jr., and the tiebreaker went to Bobby Hall for having a win. So I felt good for Ed getting a third place, but felt bad having to deliver the news that he's not going to be in the next round after still running such an amazing race. That tiebreaker went to Bobby, so unfortunately he didn't get to move on to the next round.
Man, bummer. Well, we know how that's playoff racing is. You think you got it, and the next thing you know, a driver comes up, steals it from past success. That's just playoffs racing right there. And unfortunate though for all of our drivers. But man, thank you, Jason. Do you have any words that you wanted to say out before we let you get out of here?
No, that's pretty much it, guys. Just want to say thanks to LNS Customs for being a series sponsor as always, and we'll be running some more Xfinity races tomorrow, Cup on Wednesday, and then our Pro Dirt late models will be on the iRacing front page again this Thursday, so check us out.
Heck yeah, won't be hard to miss, man. So, Jason, we appreciate you coming up here, giving the fans around a 12, man, and hopefully we'll be seeing you run good here tomorrow night in the Xfinity cars.
All right, thanks, guys. See you.
Thank you, buddy. Well, Chris, that's going to wrap it up here. Bummer for Ed Osborne, man. But, man, do you got any final words here before we let our fans go?
Yeah, just a big shout out to everybody out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube chat. You know, like we say every week, could not do it without you guys, all the family, all the friends, all the mothers, fathers, wives, husbands, everybody out there doing it. You know, we love everybody that lets us be a part of this and lets us do this. So big shout out to everybody out there on the Facebook, on the YouTube. Big shout out to LNS Customs, ButtKicker, Kinder Performance Group, and Barber Ford Motorsports. Big shout out to them guys, for coming on and letting us be able to call these awesome races every week. But like we always say, Josh, big shout out to Jason. Big shout out to the Bluegrass family, everybody that does race control and everything. But like we always say, cannot wait till tomorrow for that Xfinity race here at Watkins Glen.
Yes, sir. Well, you can catch the trucks back in action for their round of 12s at Bristol next week, 9 p.m. Monday, but we're not going to get too far ahead because you are definitely not going to want to miss Xfinity Cup here at Watkins Glen Tuesday night and Wednesday night. Tomorrow, 24 hours from now, we will be in the middle of a race. So if you're wanting to tune in, 9 p.m. like always, if you're new on that YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn on that notification bell so you know when we go live. If you're on Facebook and you're new with us over here at Bluegrass, we just want to say thank you to all of our new fans here tonight. And if you're on that Facebook like button, share us out on your feed or share us out to any of your friends, racing groups, or anything that you guys would think would be interested in seeing the Bluegrass series. But hey, we are very excited for the Xfinity race tomorrow. Congratulations to all of our competitors here tonight, especially our podium finishers, Daniel, Alex, and Ed. Other than that, that's going to be Chris and Josh up here in the booth saying a big old thank you to LNS Customs, Barber Ford Motorsport, Kinder Performance Group, and ButtKicker. This is Chris and Josh signing off from the ButtKicker 88 here tonight. We will see you tomorrow, 9 p.m. for the Xfinity cars here at Watkins Glen.